여러분 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Korean Fluency Journey. 여러분, in today's video, I'm going to explain particles 와, 과, 이랑, 랑, and 하고. As you remember from my previous video, we started talking about particles, 조사 in Korean, helping words, right? So if you're new to the topic of particles, you can go back to my previous video and familiarize yourself with the topic of particles. And in today's video, at the end of this video, you will be able to practice some exercises about particles 와, 과, 이랑, and 하고. So I hope you will find this video also helpful. Let's get started. So first of all, 와, 과. So they are used to connect nouns, like similar to and in English. So it's a conjunction and how we use it. There are two forms, wa, qua, as you can see. So wa is used after a vowel, and qua, we use it after consonants. So let's look at the examples. 사과와 banana, apple, and banana. So 사과 is a vowel, so we add 와, 사과와. And the second example, 책과, 책과. So 책, as you can see, it ends with a consonant, right? 기억. And because it's a consonant, we need to use 과. So it becomes 책과, 책과. Pay attention to the sound that it's pronounced like a double kiok, double consonant. 책과, 책과, book and pencil. Right? Next one is 이랑 and 랑. It's the similar to 와, 과, so also used to connect nouns, two nouns, and translated as an and into English. And it's more casual, more informal, and more conversational than 와, 과. 친구랑 or 선생님이랑. We usually use it more in a spoken language. For example, and there are two forms, 랑, we use after a consonant, so, and after a vowel, we use 랑. So let's look at the examples. 친구랑 영화 봤어. 친구랑 영화 봤어. It can mean I watched a movie with a friend, or I and a friend watched a movie. So it can, since it's a we know it's a vowel, so we say 친구랑, not 친구이랑. No, we say 친구랑. 친구랑, right? And 책이랑 연필 샀어. 책이랑 연필 샀어. So 책 is a consonant, like 기억, as you can see. So it's a consonant, and we need to attach 이랑. So 책이랑 연필 샀어. I bought a book and a pencil. I bought a book and a pencil. 책이랑. Please pay attention that 이랑 and 랑 is commonly used in spoken Korean. 와, 과 is more like a written, but it doesn't mean that you cannot use it in spoken Korean. You can also use 와, 과 in conversation as well. So, but it's more like a formal. Okay, and the last one is 하고. 하고, it has only one form, so you don't have to think about whether a noun ends with a consonant or a vowel. You can just use 하고 for both vowels and for consonants as well at the same time. So it can be used in the same way as to connect nouns, and it can mean and to indicate with also 하고, with someone, with something, right? So when talking about doing something together, so it can be used both in spoken and written Korean. So, and let's look at the examples. 사과하고 banana. 사과하고 banana. So we usually write it together. I just wanted to show how 하고 is used, so there's no space. 사과하고 banana. Apple and banana. Apple and banana. So 친구하고 영화 봤어. 친구하고 영화 봤어. So you need to write it together. There's no space. 친구하고 영화 봤어. I watched a movie with a friend. I watched a movie with a friend. A general rule of 조사, of all particles, is that we write them together with a noun. We do not separate them, right? So that's why 친구하고, it should be written together. So I watched the movie with a friend. 친구하고, 친구랑, 친구와 영화 봤어. All three sentences are grammatically correct, and you can use both in spoken and written Korean as well. And just if you want to make a little like difference between those three, these three particles, wa, kwa is more formal and is more like a written style, and 이랑, 랑, 하고 is more informal and conversational. I just want to say also that when we talk about informality, many students also think, and I also used to think that it is kind of rude language, but no, it's not a rude, but it's just not that formal. So please do not confuse informal with being kind of rude, right? So you can use it with people who are older than you, right? But it's more like a casual style, right? But for example, if you're going to give a speech or a presentation, and the context and the place that you are going to give a presentation, or the audience, like let's say very official, right? Like a kind of summit or a meeting, right? With politician or something like that, then in that case, of course, I would also prefer using 와, 과 instead of 랑 or 하고. But if I'm in a more like a relaxed situation, I would rather use 하고 and 이랑, 랑, because if you use 와, 과 in a more like a casual atmosphere, it doesn't fit that much. So that's how I distinguish these three particles. So we did 와, 과, 하고, and 이랑 and 랑. 와, 과, 이랑 and 랑, you always have to check whether a noun ends with a vowel or a consonant, right? But with 하고, it doesn't have any kind of restrictions, so you can use both with vowels and consonants, the same form, 하고, right? And I have some practice exercises here. So after watching this video, you can have some time to check your knowledge, whether you understood it or not. So in the first sentence, you need to fill in the blanks with the correct particle 와, 과, 이랑, 랑, 하고. So you can use both 와, 과, 이랑, 랑, 하고 because they all mean the same thing. And the exercise B part. So you need to rewrite the sentences using a more conversational particle, 이랑, orang, or 하고. So we already have sentences with particles, 와 or 과, so you need to change them into a more conversational, more casual form. That is 이랑, 랑, or 하고, right? So in the first sentence, 사과와 바나나를 먹었어요. So you can just say 사과랑 바나나를 먹었어요. 사과랑 바나나를 먹었어요, right? And in the third exercise, you can make up your own sentences using 와, 과, 이랑, 랑, and 하고, right? And I have one more exercise for you. So almost the same thing, fill in the blanks and rewrite with a more conversational particle. So yeah, there are some similar sentences in the previous exercise. So the more exercise you do, the better you will understand, and the easier it becomes for you to use them in your speech. So yeah, that's it for today's video. So we finished one of the particles of Korean grammar, which was 와, 과, 이랑, 랑, and 하고. I hope you will find this video helpful, and if you want to check your answers, you can leave your comments answers in the comments box, right? So I will look at them and then give my feedback. So thank you so much for watching this video and always supporting my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. 감사합니다.